ETH, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. Okay, if we refer to our analysis, when the price was here, we mentioned if we want to look for exactly here, we mentioned we want to look for, if we want to look for buy for continuation, we should wait for the correction. And this is what we get. Actually, there is no much changes in terms of that. I mean, the way we are in terms of the analysis, if we compare to my last video, okay, the only thing is we want to see whether we can get one move up from here or not. And we need to know, may internally we get the running flat for one more drop. If this one become deeper, any reversal, it can give us better trade setup, because at least we can look for trade setup as a short move, like at least similar to what we have here. But we should know, even if we get a trade within this range, if the price give us one more drop, when the price tag the top, if we see there is no continuation, we start to manage exactly similar to what we have here, because we can get look for bigger flat similar to what we get here. We get expanding. All right, what I want to see, any up move from here, if we get a trade setup, because when the price come to the top, if we see there is no, I mean, it cannot break, we should expect one more drop flat. Again, I point to what we get here. We get the expanding before we get the next move. Now I want to see whether we can wait for, we should wait for the bigger correction, at least flat for continuation, or this is the only correction. Okay, that means if we get any trade setup within this range with the breakout of the top, we start to manage. That's why we need to look for this. One more drop can give us better opportunity to look for buy. If I move to 15 minutes, all right, this is what we're looking. Because right now, maybe we get one. We can look at this as a running flat. All right, as I mentioned, if we get one more drop, then we get the opportunity to look for trade setup within this range. It doesn't mean we cannot get the opportunity, but any more drop, it gives better opportunity. Okay, now as I explained, there is no much changes in relative to what we analyzed in my last video. Okay, and if we move to daily chart, based on daily chart, we want to see whether there is a continuation and the price can break this top or not, since we have been looking for trade when from this correction, and this is what we get. And if I move to forward chart, we see what we have based on forward chart. All right, the only thing is, as I explained, based on 1 hour chart, we're looking at this correction for continuation. Okay, but we need to know whether the price can break this top or not. When I'm talking about this top, I mean almost 1870. Okay, I don't want to say the price is going to drop, but I want to say that we need to be aware of this. Even the price break this top, we can get expanding. May still this correction can turn to more complex correction before we get the continuation. That's why if you want to trade here, first things we need to be aware whether the price can break the previous top or not. And if it's break or not, we want to see whether there is a continuation as a short move as a corrective. If we see that the prices cannot break or start to correct, we need to be aware of this big expanding for one more drop. Okay, then from there, if we get any drop, we see how deep we will check, analyze how deep it can go. But the only thing is, right now, we first of all, we're looking for buy, and we want the price to break the previous top and continuation. Okay, and if I move to 1 hour chart, as I explained, we have nothing else. The only thing is we want to see whether this one internally can turn to a running flat, and any reversal from there, either from after we get the drop or from here, we will take it. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.